Hello. Hello, student. So far, we have read about the different snow bridge, which Aldous Huxley has been talking about and which we generally follow. The first one was Digit Snowbrie, then there was Modernity Snowbrie, then there was Booth Snowbrie, then there was Position Snowbrie, then there was Culture Snowbrie. Means many kind of snowbridge he has talked about, and he says we all follow these snowbridge at one point of time or at another point of time. Art snowbridge he has also talked about. Now we are on the concluding part of the essay. This is the value of snowbridge in general. Its humanistic point consists in its power to stimulate activity. A society with plenty of snowbridge is like a dog with plenty of fleas. It is not likely to become comatose. Every snowbridge demands of its devotees unceasing efforts, a succession of sacrifices. The society snob must be perpetually lion hunting. The modernity snob can never rest from trying to be up to date. Swiss doctors and the best that has been thought or said must be the daily and nightly preoccupation of all the snobs, respectively of disease and culture. Now so far he has talked about the various snowbridge and how we follow them, or what might be the bad effects of these snowbridge. But now he talks about the good effect of snowbridge, that what actually we get out of these snowbridge. So he says that the value of snowbridge in general, if we talk that if there is any value of this snowbridge, is there any good effect of this snowbridge? So it says that the value of snowbridge in general is what? It's its humanistic point, that it is a humane thing. It makes it humane. The humane qualities of man are being cultivated by this snowbridge. And what is it? It is its power to stimulate activity, because each and all snowbridge, they stimulate activity, means they call us to indulge in some or other kind of activities. A society with plenty of snowbridge is like a dog with plenty of fleas. He says a society which has plenty of snowbridge, plenty of these snobs, it is like a dog with plenty of fleas. It's a very good kind of example he has presented. If a dog has fleas around it, then what happens? That the dog can never be at ease. It cannot एवर रेस्ट, है ना. अगर कोई डॉग जो है वो फ्लीज से घिरा हुआ, मक्खियों से घिरा हुआ ना कुत्ता, तो क्या होता है, वो बार बार कभी पूंछ को हिलाएगा, कभी अपने कानों को हिलाएगा, कभी अपने मुंह को हिलाएगा, कभी अपनी बॉडी को हिलाएगा. मीन्स इट विल नेवर बी एट ईज. वो आराम से नहीं बैठ सकता है, वो कुछ ना कुछ एक्टिविटी जो है वो करता रहेगा. द सेम थिंग इज विद द snowbridge or the snow people also, that they activate activity. They excite the possessor of the snowbridge to do some or the other thing every time. Every snowbridge demands of its devotees unceasing efforts, a succession of sacrifices. He says every snowbridge, whatever it is, it demands from its devotee an unceasing activity. Unceasing means unstopping, an activity which keeps on happening, and unceasing efforts, because just to fulfill the demands of that snowbridge, or just to maintain that kind of snowbridge which you are following, one must always be active. One must always put efforts in it, a succession of sacrifices, and you have to put many sacrifices. No, I means like if we talk about the possession snowbridge or the modernity snowbridge, then what happens? That the person who is that modernity snob, what he does, he discards that old thing. He has to make those sacrifices of his old possessions and purchase new things. So this is what he is saying, that a person who is modernity snob, what he has to do, he has to make sacrifices. So all these snobs, they are a very good thing for our society, for the health of our society, because they incite activity. They always happens to be active or putting efforts to maintain that snobbery of theirs. The society snob must be perpetually line hunting. The modernity snob can never rest from trying to be up to date. Means first he talks about these two snobs, that the society snob, he must be perpetually means ever, forever, he must be on lion hunting. Lion hunting means just trying to find the better or the impressive people of the society. That's why he will be society snob, means he will be ever and ever on the go to search the better things of society, or the impressive things of the society, or the things which can be effective for society. In the same manner, the modernity snob can never rest from trying to be up to date. What the modernity snob will do, he will also keep himself update, and he will put his best, tries for it ever and ever to be up to date, to be of the latest of the trends. Swiss doctors, and the best that has been thought or said must be the daily and nightly preoccupation of all the snobs, respectively of disease and culture. If we talk about the disease snobs, then they will always, day and night, their mind will be preoccupied. They will be thinking about the Swiss doctors or what has been the best in the world. This is the case with the disease snobs or with the culture snobs, that they will always be on a line hunting, always be trying to find the things which they have to do to make themselves up to date, or make themselves get rid of that snobbish disease of theirs. If we regard activity as being in itself a good, then we must count all snobbery as good. And yes, it is very simple fact he is talking about, that if we say this thing, that activity is a good thing, then we must say that all these snobs, they are also good, because they are always indulged in one or another kind of activity, and that is a good thing. For all snobberies provoke activity. If with the Buddhists we regard all activity in this world of illusion as bad, then we shall condemn all snobberies out of hand. But he said, if we follow the Buddhist principle or Buddhist theories, in which it is being said that all these activities of this worldly nature are just useless, we should not indulge ourselves in activities, we should be sit idle and feel that peace of mind, then he says we must also discard the snobberies. अगर ऐसा है, अगर हम बुद्धिस्ट विचारधारा को माने, जिसमें सभी प्रकार की जो ये एक्टिविटीज जो हैं उनको निषेध किया गया है, उनको गलत बताया गया है, तो हम स्नोबरी को भी गलत बता सकते हैं. Most of us, I suppose, take up our position somewhere between the two extremes. But he says, I think that we all, in general, rest somewhere between these two extremes. Which extremes? That always on the go, always active, one extreme, and the second one is the Buddhist one, in which we don't do anything. So he says we all exist somewhere between these two things, means we like to be idle and we like to be एक्टिव. हम एक्टिव भी रहना पसंद करते हैं, और हम कुछ समय के लिए कुछ ऐसे अवसर होते हैं जब हम आइडल रहना भी पसंद करते हैं. वी रिगार्ड सम एक्टिविटीज एज गुड, अदर्स एज इनडिफरेंट और डाउनराइट बैड. ऐसे हम कुछ एक्टिविटीज को जो है वो गुड कंसिडर करते हैं, कुछ को हम इनडिफरेंट महसूस करते हैं कि अगर हम करते हैं तो भी गुड है, या अगर कोई करता है तो भी ठीक है, ना करे तो भी ठीक है. एंड सम एक्टिविटीज एज आउटराइट बैड, यानी हम तीन तरह से एक्टिविटीज को कंसिडर करते हैं या कैटेगराइज करते हैं. पहला, वी take them as good. Second one, we take them as outright bad. And the third one is the middle path in which we show our indifference to that activity. Our approval will be given only to such snobberies as excite what we regard as the better activities. The others we shall either tolerate or detest. It says, so we approve those snobberies or those kind of activities related with those snobberies which are good for us or to whom we deem good. है ना, जिन एक्टिविटीज को हम अच्छा समझते हैं उन एक्टिविटीज को हम क्या करते हैं, उन एक्टिविटीज से जुड़ी हुई जो स्नोब्रीज हैं उनको हम अप्रूव करते हैं, उनको हम ओके करते हैं. बट वो स्नोब्रीज जिनको हम इग्नोर करते हैं या जिनको हम डिटेस्ट करते हैं, लाइक नहीं करते हैं, उनसे जुड़ी हुई स्नोब्रीज को भी हम डिसलाइक करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मोस्ट प्रोफेशनल इंटेलेक्चुअल्स विल अप्रूव ऑफ कल्चरल स्नोबरी even while intensely disliking most individual culture snobs, because it compels the Philistines to pay at least some slight tribute to the things of the mind, and so helps to make the world less dangerously unsafe for ideas than it otherwise might have been. He says that all the intellectuals, for example, most professional intellectuals जो हैं वो भी approve करेंगे किस चीज़ को, of culture snobbery. हो सकता है they might be डिसअप्रूविंग ऑफ ए स्पेसिफिक पर्सन, है ना, किसी स्पेसिफिक व्यक्ति को हो सकता है दे विल अप्रूव, बट कल्चर स्नोबरी दे लाइक्स. व्हाई? बिकॉज इट एंगेजेस दोज डेंजरस माइंड्स इन ए good kind of engagement so that they can take these things as good for their health. A manufacturer of motor cars, on the other hand, will rank the snobbery of possessions above cultural snobbery. अब जैसे मोटर कार बनाने वाला कोई आदमी है ना, मतलब मॉडर्निटी स्नोबरी की बात करें, पोजेशन स्नोबरी की बात करें, तो वो जो पर्सन है वो क्या करेगा, वो पोजेशन स्नोबरी को कल्चर स्नोबरी से अबोव रखेगा. He will do his best to persuade people that those who have fewer possessions, particularly possessions on four wheels, और क्वाइट ऑब्वियस है कि उसको अपने प्रोडक्ट को सेल करना होता है, तो वो लोगों को परसुएड करेगा, स्पेशली टू हैव फोर व्हील्स, आर इन्फीरियर टू दोज हु हैव मोर पोजीशंस. और वो बिल्कुल ये एक हमारे माइंड सेट में ये बात डालने का प्रयास करेगा कि द पीपल हु हैव मोर पोजीशंस आर मोर हैप्पी, आर मोर मॉडर्न, आर मोर बेटर देन दोज हु हैव लेस पोजीशंस, एंड सो ऑन. ईच हायरार्की कल्मिनेट्स इन इट्स ओन पर्टिकुलर पोप. सो वो कह रहा है इस तरह से हर जो हायरार्की है, हर जो ये एक सिस्टम है अपना अपना, हर कल्चर, हर स्नोबरी से रिलेटेड उनके अपने अपने पोप है. यानी कहने का मतलब क्या है, अगर हम क्रिश्चियन रिलीजन की बात करें तो वहाँ कौन है भाई, सुप्रीम पोप है ना, वो जो कहता है उससे सब मानते हैं. तो इसी तरह से स्नोबरीज के क्षेत्र में सभी के अपने अपने पोप हैं, यानी सभी के अपने अपने आइडियल्स हैं जिनको वो सब फॉलो करते हैं. सो दैट्स इट. थैंक यू.